of your art. Is one of the things, and that just comes from asking questions and being inquisitive and not being afraid to ask the questions. Because sometimes artists will sit back and say they know it and it's like, yeah, we're good to go. Let's
Right.
go. And instead of just treating it like being a toddler and being inquisitive, like, why is that? So why is that?
Yeah.
So how does this advance work? Oh, so where do my royalties go? Okay. So for touring, how does actually trying to learn the business of what you're going into,
Right.
So I got a question. I was watching Drink Champs, the podcast with Nori and DJ EFN, right? And they were talking about, Nori was talking about his first deal, how he got robbed by his manager and the lawyer. Like they were in cahoots as far as getting all his everything. So when picking an entertainment lawyer, what would you suggest the artist look for by picking the right lawyer?
Trust is that main thing.
Absolutely.
Because my work, even though I provide a service, the main thing I provide is trust. You know what I'm saying? So I have to build that with every client. They have to make sure they can confide in me, whatever is going on. I don't know that situation personally, but I would assume that the manager and the lawyer had already been working together. And then when business started, the manager was like, yo, I got a lawyer for you to take care of this. Yeah. When you're creating your team, you have to make sure you have checks and balances, just like we would say how the government's supposed to work. You have your three branches that are supposed to check after each other. Yeah. That's how you should have your business set up. Your lawyer should be checking up on your manager, making sure he's straight, manager vice versa, and then you have the accountant coming in, making sure both of them is on the best behavior. You know what I'm saying? So that way, everybody's doing their job and nobody's like backdooring you for something.
Absolutely. So, as an artist, at what point do you know that you need a lawyer? Like, when is the best time to start hiring people?
You need a lawyer once you start putting content out there. Once you expose your copyright to the world, you need somebody to protect it. Unless you are business savvy enough to understand those first couple steps of getting your BMI, making sure your copyrights are filed properly. Then after that point, the next step I would say when you really need an attorney is when deals start coming your way. Because even though you may understand the language of the contract, you still need a second opinion, another eye on it.
Absolutely.
I always talk to artists because they treat these things like their baby. That's their child. So they're always going to be there's going to be an emotional attachment to it. You know what I'm saying? So I can come in from a common business perspective and actually lay things out and be like, all right, so this is what's really going on. I know you see this money or whatever the case may be. They may dazzle you with all this studio time or whatever the case may be, but this is the nuts and bolts of the contract. And this is what you got going on.
That's dope. So you're a teacher as well?
Yeah.
And so you teach entertainment law as well?
Shout
out to Amp. Right now, valedictorian at SAE.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you get into teaching?
It was another thing I spoke into existence. We were out at South by Southwest probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
I was hanging out with a buddy named Ian Atkins. We were just running around or whatever.
Wow.
Right?
So it's going. Okay.
Ian's like, man, I want to introduce you to my pops.
Yeah.
Right? So his pops is cool dude. So we go to at the hotel. They had like a little happy hour joint set up. So we sitting there, we drinking and chilling. I'm like, bro, this dude's super cool. He's like, yeah, I teach over at the school called SAE. Like SAE, look into it. I'm like, man, next year I'll be teaching at SAE. I'm about to get up in SAE. So then I just stayed in tune with Martin. Like, man, I love what you got going on over there. I love it. I just want to get over there and help as much as I can. I got experience. I just want to talk to the kids. So then they brought me in for like a couple panels or whatever, did some speaking. Martin, and then a year, Martin was like, yo, I need to bring you on, bro. So,
Word. That's dope. How long you been over there?
This will be my 2.5 years, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the exciting part about teaching these young guys and women about the music business?
Keeps me on my toes. Now I have to really make sure I know what I'm talking about. So I'm double checking articles. I'm reading over facts again. But it's dope when like that light bulb kicks and then like, and now I know what I'm doing. I'm about to get into this music game. I'm like, yes.
Right.
Because I always tell them, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to build like soldiers. Like I'm not teaching students on like, oh, this is the theory of music. Like, no, once y'all finish with me, I want y'all to be able to get out and get that bag.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you spending money to be here, you should be able to get out and make some money with this. So it's always dope. Like, when I got here, and I'm like, all right, he's here working Urban Ground. Like, bet. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
You felt proud.
Yeah, it's
That's
actually
my
working.
baby.
So that's dope.
So what's some of the difficulties about teaching, though?
Grading papers, man.
Word.
Just don't give out papers.
No, like, I have to like get the essays because I have to see the thought process.
Right.
But then I got to read all of them.
You should have them recorded into a song, and then you just hear the song.
Hey, I think you put me on right now. Everything is going to be
Right?
recorded into
Yeah.
a song.
She a
Right?
teacher, too.
I am. That's what I'm saying. But I work with pre-K kids.
Do they
it's-
record into songs?
They don't, but they break into song very frequently in
Okay.
class. So when we go to the bathroom and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
No,
that would be
but-
amazing if they
But
did
I
record
totally
into
know
pre-K.
I know what you're talking about with the whole like the light bulb and then just being like, oh, I get it. It's like the most satisfying thing.
Definitely.
So yeah, no, I totally feel you. It's really cool. Look at you doing all these 3 things. Do you still play baseball though?
No, I don't do the baseball anymore. I do like flag football. That's fun. I run around doing that.
Okay.
Got to do something to maintain. Can't do.
Which one over at Dunbar Park?
We're at Ellis Park now.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a pretty cool league.
Y'all winning?
Yeah, we won some of them. Losing some of them. You know?
Losing your
What
money.
position you out there playing?
I'm out there playing receiver, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just running around, using my body.
Make
you
it
know?
happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Just trying to stay active. You know?
Word. So how you balance the fun though? Like lawyer, teacher, everything. How you get a balance with everything?
A lot of this is fun. All of, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I tried to like maintain where like everything I did was like a passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my pops used to always be on that. Like, bro, whatever you do, make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you love it. So all this work that I do, I enjoy it. So it doesn't really overwhelm me too much.
Yeah.
Or like I don't bring home stress from the gig.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to balance a lot when it's not a burden to you.
When
You
it
know
don't
what I'm
feel
saying?
like work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But I always make sure I maintain good family time with my peoples, and I also make sure I have good friends time. Getting out, having barbecues with homies, checking up on homies. Like that community aspect also keeps you going.
Absolutely. So what's next for you though? Like where you see yourself in the next few years and what you're doing?
Doing more work at SAE. I told myself the other day I want to do a TED Talk. I got
A who?
a TED
TED
Talk.
Talk.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
gotta
Those are
figure-
cool.
I got to figure out how to get one of those.
I could totally see you doing that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the next
So that'll
one.
be like what, next year? Because you already said it, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know when, but it might be next year, but who knows. But TED Talks in the future.
For real,
Be down at A3C, the hip hop festival in Atlanta, doing a panel out there.
Okay.
And then just getting more work done as an attorney, you know. I am working with a new artist named Mata. He hasn't put any music out there yet, but this is an exciting project for me because it is somebody that's starting from like zero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see how this progresses. And I'm going to have more of a hands-on, more than just a legal hold on this. I'm actually going to be helping curate some of this. So looking forward to see how
That's
that
dope.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. Say an artist wants to put out music, right? Or they've been putting out content already. They may have their BMI ASCAP already together, but as far as other business things, they don't really have it out, and they constantly flood the world with content.
Right.
What advice would you give them about doing that?
When you say flood, you mean spam, right?
Yeah,
That's what you-
like
Yeah,
mixtapes
so-
or
Yeah,
whatever
you gotta
content.
think. You gotta think of it like that. Like nobody likes to get spammed. I don't care how hot
Right.
your record
Yeah.
is. Nobody like that whole YouTube thing when people.
Absolutely.
Oh, yo, we gave you a free YouTube album. It was like, bro, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
Like, don't just give me stuff like that. No. So you can't attack it in a spam type of way. You actually have to build with the person like you're sending that message to. Like, and we're so digital now
Yeah.
that we have to get back to a physical interaction aspect of like
Yeah.
building with our fans, actually
Absolutely.
seeing who they are, and that will help you like grow on the digital end. You know, it's always when somebody sends you an email, it's first when you have that face-to-face interaction, then the emails become a little bit more
Personal.
Humanized.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So that's what it is. You gotta actually get out there and meet the people that you're trying to build with, as opposed to like always trying to send them a message and think that that's gonna work.
Right.
Most of the time, that's just like some little bots you got that you paid a couple bucks for
Exactly.
that constantly send something out. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's not genuine. Nobody
Right.
wants that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
True. So if people want to get in tune with you, where can they find you at on social media?
This is Esquire on Twitter. This is Esquire at Gmail. It's the email. What else we got? SandersESQ.com is the website. And then at SandersESQ is the Instagram. I take pretty cool photos. So
Do you? Yeah. You're a photographer too?
No, not a photographer. I just have a cool photos.
You just have a good eye.
I just say this man do everything.
I know. What do you not do?
not going parts. No, I ain't taking no photos like that.
Yeah.
It's DJ MH to this Decimal. It's Eddie Sanders, man. I told y'all, Access Over Ownership. It's in the Urban Grind Lifestyle Magazine, Volume 2 right now. Make sure y'all get in tune with that. Any last things you want to say to anybody?
I forgot about the label too. I forgot about Freshly Baked. That's what the music's gonna come out of.
Okay.
So Freshly Baked is the indie label. Freshly BKD is the website. So yeah, that's another way to get at me because I'm trying to provide opportunities to artists that need to get their music out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do any ownership of the masters. I just take administrative percentages and things like that. So you still maintain everything, and you're on all the sites like everybody else. So yeah.
So the key to being a part of that situation is you gotta like what they're doing.
Yeah, I just gotta vibe with it because that's the mentality of Freshly Baked. Like that sensation of when you open the oven and those baked goods is coming out.
Absolutely.
Good. Let's just vibe with it, then we get to rock.
I like it.
Awesome.
I liked it. DJ MH Tutter, Decima, Eddie Sanders, Esquire in the building, The Booth Radio, Urban Grind TV. When we come back, we're going to get into it with my homie man, DJ Epidemic. He in the building. Booth Radio.
Right.
The Booth Radio.
Are you tired of paying setup fees and limiting yourself to 1 or 2 colors? Are you tired of getting your dream design and having it peel away from the fabric? Well, come on down to Archive Duplication Company, where we offer no setup fees, unlimited colors, no peeling, no fading, no minimum orders. If you think it, we can ink it on t-shirts and unlimited apparel. Come on down, 9909 West Roosevelt Road in Westchester, Illinois, or visit our website at archivedupe.com. Get burned.
DJ Pat, drop that crednet. Run that all the way back. Yeah, run that back.
Do me a favor. Pick me up, take me out later.
Exclusive.
Cause I got mine stacked up for nights like this. My life can get crazy. I deal with shit on the daily. But baby, I'm thinking maybe we could agree to work it out like this. I need you to give me your time. I need you to not wanna be mine. Start you down to bed. Attraction, baby, but don't distract me. Let me ask you, baby, do you wanna be? Attraction, baby, do you wanna be? Start you down to bed. Attraction, baby, but don't distract me. Let me ask you, baby, do you wanna be? Attraction, baby, do you wanna be? I need you to respect it. Sometimes just get me stressing.
The Booth Radio.
I need you with me to keep me right and keep me up all night. We can get faded. This I can make you so jaded. So we can stay shaded. Just to us and try to get it right. Oh, I need you to give me your time. I need you to not wanna be mine. Start you down to bed. Attraction, baby, but don't distract me. Let me ask you, baby, do you wanna be? Attraction, baby, do you wanna be? Start you down to bed. Attraction, baby, but don't distract me. Let me ask you, baby, do you wanna be? Attraction, baby, do you wanna be?
Somewhere in another life, we stole a moment in time. Give you everything that you needed. I wasn't even down to repeat it. she would always be mine. Meaning me nothing but love.